We are going to talk about something today that confuses even the most seasoned collectors. The 1943 steel cent with the Ghost 4. And there she sits. That is a 1943 Philadelphia steel cent with the Ghost 4 anomaly. Now, there are an awful lot of people that would have you believe that this is a very rare and valuable error. And in reality, it's not. It's extremely common. And believe it or not, this particular anomaly has more to do with metallurgy than anything else. Now, what you see on the screen in front of you is an article written by a gentleman by the name of Pete Apple. Pete is a friend of mine. He is also a member of my Facebook coin page, and I have turned to him numerous times for help with some explanations when it comes to the minting process and other varieties and or errors that I may run across to help explain them to me. And what's interesting to note here is Pete, along with a gentleman by the name of Ken Potter, were able to collaborate on this particular article and come to the conclusion that this really is not a major mint error. In other words, it is a mint error, but it is exceptionally common. And it is for a reason that most people just really wouldn't think happens when it comes to the minting process. If you need to know why I'm wasting my breath talking about this particular subject, all we need to do is wander over to eBay and take a look at some of the asking prices for some of these Ghost 4 anomalies. And now you can figure out exactly why this video is being made. It's education trying to make people understand that this is not worthy of these kind of prices. So if I put these images back up on the screen, one of the first things you are going to notice in the red circled areas is the fact that most of the people selling these have little to zero feedback. And that means inexperience. No doubt about it. Now, I'm not saying that inexperienced people can't know things, but what I'm saying is that in this particular instance, their lack of experience is what's causing them to think they have some miraculous find that us seasoned collectors should be buying. So now, a seasoned collector is aware of a little anomaly called a greaser or grease filled die. And when the die has a little bit of grease on it from maybe being cleaned or polished or whatever the case might be, and it goes to strike a coin, it can create a void, if you want to call it such, or a blank spot on the surface of that coin. Some of these can actually be quite extreme, as you see in these few pictures here. And then there are other times, like you're going to see here in a second, where that particular grease filled portion of the die or on the coin can be very selective, like in this one, where the only thing missing is the letter L from the word liberty on the obverse. But the thing to remember with greaser coins or grease struck through coins is that they are random, meaning that the grease itself doesn't stick around for very long and it doesn't affect only one particular area of a coin on a regular repeated basis. Now, because this occurs on not just the 1943 Philadelphia Mint and the San Francisco Mint in relatively high numbers, and by the way, I'll also note here that in all of my years of collecting, which amounts to 35 plus years of collecting BU uncirculated rolls of Lincoln cents, And having looked at literally hundreds, if not thousands, of rolls of uncirculated steel cents, I can tell you beyond the shadow of a doubt that the Denver Mint is the one that produces the least number of these particular anomalies on the steel cent coins. So, what does cause this? Well, both Pete and Ken came to the conclusion that it has to do with the convex and concave features of both the die and the coin itself, and the metal flow that is associated with the coin as it is being made. Now, steel tends not to flow the same way that, say, copper does, for example, outward when a coin is being struck, and therefore you wind up with more friction between the die and the coin as it's being struck. This friction that's being caused by the flow of the metal actually winds up causing a little bit of transference of the zinc that is on the outside of the planchet. And that transference is caused by the heat that is created and the friction that is created as the coin is being struck. This is actually a small little piece of welding that happens as you wind up getting closer to the outside rim of the coin. That is also part of the reason why only the 4 and the mint mark tends to be the area where this anomaly happens. It's closer to the outside portion of the rim, and the flow of the metal as it heats up causes this particular area to have this problem. Now, the other interesting thing to note is the reason why other parts of the date aren't affected is because the number 4 is the only number in the series that actually has very sharp corners to it. The 1, the 9, and the 3 all have circular or curved corners, and the number 4 actually has the most amount of space or area to cause this particular problem. So there you have it. Well, this particular anomaly, and that's exactly what it is an anomaly, is actually an error, so to speak, that is caused by the friction and the transference of some of the zinc from the surface of the coin to the actual die itself, which then needs to be cleaned out by a mint employee. It is not worthy of any type of major premium whatsoever. So, in my estimation, depending on the grade or quality of the coin you're looking at, you may want to pay somewhere in the neighborhood of $1 to $5 maximum for this particular type of anomaly because yes, it is considered an error, but it is a very, very common normal occurrence in the 1943 year. Hopefully, you guys have learned something from this video. I do really appreciate everybody watching. If you have learned something, please do me a favor. Hit that like button if you would, please. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new here and want to get more information about coins and coin collecting. I would greatly appreciate that. The more subscribers, the better, as well as keep those notification bells on because if those notifications are on, you will get notified when more videos become available. Thank you very much for watching. You guys have a good rest of your day.